When does an Airbnb guest stop being a guest and become a tenant? And on top of that, start having rights. Now, this case shows how blurry that line can get.
Responsibilities are on me, and I can't get into my property. There's a leak in the property. The water bill is escalating. I can't get in there to see.
That's crazy. I'm sorry to stop right here, but you can see she put a sign right there. I think the owner, she put the sign right there, and the lady that's squatting, I believe she put that sheet over there to block it out. And I believe that the poster board says squatter or something like that, and she put that sheet out the window to block that. It's her property.
What's going on?
The alleged squatter originally got into the home through Airbnb, claiming that her apartment caught fire and it needed time to get repairs. Now that was back in February.
February. She's been there since February. Now this case is done now. They got it through. We're gonna get into the other individuals' video. We're gonna get into the aftermath of this. But February, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Bliss says she didn't know she was opening her life up to a nightmare when she accepted Shadija Romero's Airbnb reservation almost 10 months ago. That reservation ended March 29th after 32 days, and Romero hasn't paid.
Keep in mind, they said after 32 days. I read somewhere where someone else said something along the lines of that's the reason why a lot of hotels don't allow extended stays past 30 days, 31 days, 32 days, because if they do that, you have rights. You have rights as a tenant. So you cross over from being a guest to a tenant, and then you will have rights. And that's not something that hotels, especially if they're in the big business of having a lot of money and always having tourism and tourists and things of that nature, they don't want to run into that. They want to run into that problem. So that's the reason why they cap off certain extended stays at resorts and hotels, because that is their property and you're not about to squat there. It's crazy though, man. You live and you learn. I mean, this is very unfortunate. I hate the fact that she had to go through something like this. And then that's squatting.
Paid another dime, but living in the home for over a month apparently lets her claim some form of tenant rights, and she refuses to let Roshane enter the property.
I never gave her any tenancy. I never gave her a lease.
Roshane tried everything, gave her a 30-day notice to vacate, called police, went to court, and even offered Romero $2,500 to sign a paper admitting she's not a tenant and to get out.
You have to pay her to get her out of your property. It's so sad. It's so unfortunate. It's very sad. Like it's crazy, because my lane is property taxes. So my thing is this lady still in this house, this squatter, her still being in the house, she still has to pay, the owner still will have to pay property taxes no matter what. Because if you don't pay those property taxes, the city is going to take that house and they're going to sell it to the highest bidder. So she still has to pay property taxes. She still has to pay insurance. She still has to pay the water bill. Well, that's debatable. She still has to pay the power bill. That's debatable. But you have to pay those property taxes and pay those insurance fees, because if you don't, they're going to take it. Well, insurance, but property taxes, they're going to take it. And Lord forbid if you got a mortgage on a property, that you still got to pay for it.
Romero signed the document, but didn't budge.
And November the 15th came and she told me, this no longer works for me. Do what you have to do. I'm not leaving. I went to the police with my order, and they said there's nothing that they can do, that I need to go to court, which I've done, and I do not have a court date until December the 11th.
Roshane put,
as of today, December the 14th, this has been resolved. And like I said, like it worked out for her.
This sign up on her home so police and the neighbors would know Romero was not authorized to be there. A sign Romero covered with a sheet.
I need police assistance.
So the thing is that she didn't want to be embarrassed, so she put that sheet out there in front of it. But even you doing that, that's embarrassing yourself. Come on now. This is her home.
I was there when
people work hard for their stuff, and people just think they could just steal it. Like, come on now.
Police helped Roshane cut it down while Romero hid inside.
It's shocking to me that you would abuse a system like that.
While all this is going on, Romero's social media shows her living her best life on trips and promoting her nonprofit. And Roshane is left paying thousands in attorney fees, the mortgage, and utilities for a home she can't even enter.
So I was right. She still has to pay the mortgage. She still has to pay the utilities. And in that mortgage is insurance and taxes. She still got to pay that bill. And then she got to write the house. And I got to go back to that case, but I'm pretty sure that even when she won the case and the lady has to get the house, I don't believe the lady has to pay any type of the squatter. She has to pay any type of damages or fees to what happened. She don't. She just evicted. It's ridiculous.
The police allowed her to hire a locksmith and break in. She gave them no documents. She gave them no court orders. She gave them no lease. She just came and said, I'm locked out. This is taking me somewhere where I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to stay on the right, but for somebody to just take and do, everybody has a breaking point.
I went back to the property today and saw Child Services show up because Shadija brought her daughter into the home while there was no power or electricity inside. Police also showed up because the homeowner's truck went missing.
Sound like to me she started playing dirty, and ain't nothing wrong with that, and I understand it. So pretty much what I'm reading into is that that lady that stayed there, I don't know her name, I don't know the individual's name, but they probably just said it. I'm getting the names confused. But the thing is, the one that lived there, the squatter, that's what I'm gonna call her, because that's what she is. The squatter that was there, she has a child or whatever, or a child, niece, whoever, and she's bringing them into that house, but the homeowner cut the utilities off, and you're still bringing them to a house that has no power and has no water. So like I said before, it's debatable, but she still did it, and it's her right to do. She cut the utilities off. The child went in there. Somebody had that recorded, and they brought in Child Protective Services. So CPS came there, and they said, "Look, what's going on? Like the kid can't be. Ain't nothing they can't use the facilities. Now you got to get it how you got to get it. It's not yours. It's not yours."
After Shadija got back in the house. And when Shadija cracked the door open to get a package, I saw what appears to be a candles and essential oils business inside.
This is unbelievable.
That led to a virtual emergency hearing today. In court, it was revealed that Shadija tried to push Roshane off a ladder, took the utilities out of her name and put it in her daughter's name.
Are you serious? That is crazy. That's illegal. It got to be. DC got some crazy laws. Even though she won the case now, DC got some crazy laws.
Tampered with cameras, requested that Roshane pay her back.
That could be aggravated murder, low key. Possibly. Allegedly, that could possibly, you can't just throw somebody off. Allegedly, that's crazy.
Back for the food lost when the power was turned off. Oh, and she asked the judge if she could question Roshane as a hostile witness. I was with Roshane as she attended the hearing from her car outside the home.
And the sad part is, I feel sorry for her. I really do. But your problem is, I can't help you. But I truly feel sorry for her and her child and all of this. And I have a big heart, and this is the outcome of me having a big heart. But I really hope somebody can help her, but you can't do it at my expense.
The children are innocent. That's pretty much what she's saying. She's just like, you can't be doing that. You obviously not fit to have them there if you're doing stuff like that. And that's pretty much what she's saying. She's saying that she has a heart for children. She's not trying to make the child suffer. But if her mother is that one that's doing that, her mother must pay the penalty for the crime that she has committed. It's crazy. Now the story is done. It's over. The DC is squatted. As you can see her right here, this is the squatter. She is evicted right now. Let's try to remain respectful, people. Let's try to remain respectful. But the thing is that she is out now. The homeowner, she won the case. The judge evicted her. This is her response. I'm sorry, the judge evicted the squatter, and this is her response. Let's look at it.
I have had people reaching out to the stores that my products in. I've had people reaching out to the schools that I have mentored girls in. I've had people reaching out to...
My thing deal is this. She's coming off across as if she is the victim, as if she is the one that was done some type of harm or wrong against, that she is the one that was, battered and bruised. You're not the one. You're not the one. You don't own this. This is literally theft. This is stealing. This is a crime. This is crook behavior. This is. Some people call you a crook. This is stealing. That's what stealing is, right? Taking something that's not yours. Like, you can't do that. And you taking advantage of the law. And she had a long history of evictions too at the same time. Like, come on now.
Organizations that I've done free of.
And it just comes across as fake too. This comes across as very fake. Like, it's not even real. Not real.
Events for, mind you, about 98 to 99% of the work that I have done has been from me. Even when I've needed help, I've helped because I've always thought it's somebody out here worse than me.
Somebody out here worse than me. What about the homeowner that you've been staying in her house for over since February? And now you're just now leaving, and you're only leaving because the judge forced you out or you had to go to jail. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Like that's fake sympathy.
Today in court, it was proven, or it was admitted, that the false narrative that I have been staying at a place since February and that someone has been trying to get me out since March, it was untrue.
How is it untrue when they have paper court documents? Even your documents, Airbnb, you're going. I've done Airbnb for a while. I've rented out, not rented out as like a owner, but I've been in different people's Airbnbs before, and you sign a dotted line. Well, you don't sign anything, but you do it electronically, right? And you book your stay, and you book this. It's all paperwork. You can print those documents out, like it's easy to see. So what is she talking about? We not stupid. Does she think we stupid?
It was not true. The narrative that I had been staying at a place since February and had not made a payment since March, that was also untrue. It was admitted on record that payments had been received up until the end of September. Now there is a payment in question. Somehow that payment wasn't received. I don't know, but there's
Somehow that payment wasn't received. I don't know.
a payment that there's only one payment in question. So the narrative that I have been staying at a place since March and not making any payments, it was untrue. Documentation was provided that showed that I did not initiate the switching from Airbnb to direct payments to the owner and some scheme to circumvent a process that wasn't.
Yeah, I don't believe anything she's saying. That the judge would have never ruled it. They have tons of evidence to get you. They have paperwork. They have all the. I'm sorry, I only can take ignorance for so long. My name is Michael Gales, Mike the Property Taxi Guy. Have a blessed day.